What's going on YouTube? It's the F0ot here from the F0ot Gaming, bringing you another episode of the F0ot Talks. It's a series that I had started a while back where I just pick a topic, talk over a gameplay, see how it goes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and at the end of the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of what I had to say. So let's go ahead and get started into it. Today, I'm talking about what it's like to be the black sheep of the family. And some of y'all might be able to relate to this. Some of y'all might understand where I'm coming from because, there's a lot of people out there that are black sheeps of their family. It happens. But for some, it's known. It's known, and the reason behind it is known. You are a fuck up, and I'm not trying to, make anybody feel bad about themselves or anything like that. But you know why you're the black sheep of the family. You got addicted to drugs. You're a whore. You're a fucking retard. Whatever your reason for being the black sheep of the family may be, and maybe you don't know it. And maybe that's what my problem is because, the black sheep may never really know why they're the black sheep, and they think that they're not doing anything wrong, when in reality, in other people's eyes, they are. But in my own head, I've done nothing wrong to deserve to be the black sheep of the family, and yet here I am feeling like I'm the black sheep of the family. So, and I don't understand why. My mother and my father weren't together when I was a kid. I grew up, my mother raised me. I was a very sensitive kid, through, I'd say, 14. Then the sensitivity turned to complete anger and rage. And I went from being a whiny little bitch to a complete fucking rebellious, fuck you, fuck the authority, fuck everybody, and I'm gonna do me. And, that lasted for a few years. That probably started right around when I was like 14. And all the way up until I was probably about 22, honestly. And then I started to calm down a little bit. I still have anger issues. I'm not going to say that I don't. But, it's not anywhere like it used to be. But it was never to a point, like, with my family itself that it was really that big of an issue. I felt more abandoned by my family than I did, that I pushed them away. I did push them away. I'm not going to say that I didn't, but I pushed them away because I felt abandoned by them, which doesn't really make sense, but it does. They weren't there when I needed them, but then when they needed me, they were, come on, what the fuck, and fuck you, you weren't there when I needed you, why the fuck should I be there when you need me? So I guess that's kind of built the animosity that we have towards each other, and, I get along with my family. I'm not going to say that I don't, but at the same time, I get left out of a lot of things. They make plans to do things, they make arrangements to all get together, and I don't get notified about them. I find out about them, and then when I get upset that nobody said anything to me about it, it's, oh, well, we didn't think about it, and, that really plays a toll on a motherfucker when your own family says, oh, well, we just didn't think about you. And, I'm not saying that they do it intentionally, and yes, some of it is my fault. I did not bring myself around them as much as I probably should have, but at the same time, I didn't always feel welcome around them as much as I should have been. I've never been addicted to drugs. I've never been hooked on anything. I never, me and my wife been together for 10 years. We did separate for a little while. And honestly, she's the only reason that I'm even speaking with them. We went through a little separation. Some of you know that, some of you don't. But we went through a slight separation, and during that time, she started talking to my dad's side of the family again. I have, my father, my stepmother. I have 3 sisters on that side of the family. I'm an only child on my mother's side of the family. So, growing up, I was an only child, and then when I was about 10, it was all of a sudden, you have these siblings, but then I never really felt welcome. I never had a room over at my dad's house. I had to sleep in my sister's bed, make her go sleep in my other sister's bed. I didn't have any space of my own. I never had my own place there, and I never felt like because I never had my own physical place, maybe, that's what it is. Because I never had my own physical space, I never had a place in their family. I never felt like I was actually a full member of their family. I was like that distant cousin that came over every now and again. You kind of talk shit about when he wasn't there, but you smile to his face when he's there. You're like, oh man, it's so good to see you, and we should hang out more often. And then as soon as he leaves, you're like, man, that motherfucker stinks, and I don't even like him like that. And why does he even come around? Like, man, I really wish that. So that's kind of how I felt almost my entire life. Since I was like 10 years old when I finally actually met my father, and it still carries on to this day. Like, I'm 28, going on 29 years old, and still to this day, I feel like I don't have a welcome place in their home. And, they say the words, you're always welcome here. They say the words, you're always welcome here. But the meaning doesn't always seem to be behind it. They say things because that's courtesy, because that's the polite thing to do, is they say, yes, you're always welcome here, but I don't always feel welcome there, if that makes sense. But this video is getting ready to wrap up. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment below. Maybe this will be a series that I'll start talking on. Maybe it'll help me with some shit. I don't know. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Stay up to date with everything that I got coming out. Until next time, I'm the F0ot. Later.